Hey guys, so if you're sat there thinking, I really wish I could improve my well-being, but I am too fill in the blank, stressed, overworked, tired, no energy, no idea where to start, then you're not alone and this video is going to help you. So I've designed a well-being a tool and a model that you can use in order to invest in your well-being each and every day and week and make sure that you are actually getting that baseline investment into the things that matter to you and that will support you and that you can draw on in the good times and the bad, and that will build up your well-being from the inside out. So when we think about well-being, it's really important to think about it holistically, so not just as one thing. So it can be very tempting to invest in one area like our career or purpose well-being, or in, for example, like going and working out a lot but not investing in our relationships, because when we do one over another and we neglect another area, we're never going to have that overall sense of well-being and the enduring sense of well-being that we actually need. So the first thing to think about is thinking about it as a whole, and the second thing is, how do we invest in those areas consistently? So what are the areas and how can we invest in them? Okay, so the first area is our body well-being. So that's things like, how are we sleeping? How are we making sure that we're protecting our sleep? That's getting physical exercise. So physical exercise can literally be the game changer in terms of our cognitive performance. It can release endorphins. It can just generally make sure that we are fit and able and free to live the lives that we choose. And what about our nutrition? So what are we actually putting in our bodies? As Sean Stevenson said in his book, Eat Smarter, our brains, every cell in our body is made up of the stuff we eat. So it's really important that we're thinking about the quality of it. So body is the first one. The second one is mind. So what are we doing to look after our minds? How are we switching off and protecting our minds from all of those distractions? Thinking about the social dilemma here, all of those distractions coming in. How are we maintaining our mental health and our emotional health each day? Do we have a meditation practice for, say, 10 minutes? And do we have a practice around boosting our overall sense of well-being through something like gratitude? So doing something as simple as 3 things that we're grateful for in the morning and 3 things that we're grateful for at night can be the difference between having different neurotransmitters in our brain that make us feel happier, like serotonin and dopamine. And my mum swears by doing it at night, 3 things at night. And then the next area that we're going to look at is our relationships. So relationships, as Esther Perel says, the quality of our relationships determines the quality of our lives. And so we want to make sure that we're making conscious investments in these each day, each week. And that can be stuff that, while we're exercising, we do that with a friend. When we go for a walk in our day, we connect that to a friend. It can even be when you're cleaning in your house, which is going to tie into another area, environment, that you actually talk to a friend. I actually did that when I was on the phone to my aunt earlier. I was there like sweeping while we were chatting. It was beautiful. And then the next one is our financial well-being. So this is so pivotal and so important in our lives, but it's an area that we're not actually widely taught about. And the first place I would say to take an action here is Ann Wilson in thewealthchef.com. She is the most incredible light that will be able to give you those steps forward with your financial well-being. She has for me in immeasurable ways. And essentially she says financial education is not a privilege, it is a human right. And if you are struggling financially, then it's really important to take action early and seek out the advice of someone like Martin Lewis, because he has so much incredible information on his website as well. And then we have our purpose or career. Like, depends how what your main occupation in life is. It might be that you are a full-time parent. It might be that you are retired. It might be that you're a volunteer. It might be that you are working in a corporate environment. Whatever it is, our purpose well-being is about, or career well-being is about, knowing that we are doing what we want to be doing. It matters to us what we're doing. It fulfills us, but also that we're making a valuable contribution to others. And then finally, our environment well-being, as I've already touched on. So our environments can affect our physiology, can affect our psychology. So for example, clutter in an environment has been shown to actually have the effect on us to release cortisol, which is a stress hormone, and make us procrastinate. So having, tidy house, tidy mind, whatever, it sounds like a little cool saying, but it actually matters. So being sure that our environment is cleansed of stuff that could take away from our physical mental well-being, but also making sure that we have stuff around us that we love, smells that we love, views that we love, things that we love on our desktop to give us that sense of that boost into our well-being. And finally, getting out and exploring our environment. So Matthew Hussey talks about this thing called the 90-minute challenge. And he says that so often we live in places and we don't even know what treasures are just on our doorstep, and other people will travel to them and we don't even know. And I didn't even know I live so close to Rother Valley. It's 20 minutes from me. I now meet all my friends there, and it's just like the best thing ever. And I've lived here for nearly a year and I have no idea that that was the case. So yes, so basically the trick is investing consistently each day, each week across each of these areas, seeing our well-being as a whole, and remembering that small things done consistently add up to big results for our well-being. All right, guys, I hope that was really useful for you. As always, if you would like more information or for me to coach you through how you can actually develop your well-being, then check out my performance mindset plus well-being equals performance program on my website, growingbeyond.co.uk. And also, if you got a lot out of this video and you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I'm looking to build to 1,000 true fans in 1 year, so I hope that that will be one of you who's watching this now. I'd love for you to join me over at the Facebook community, and also if you think someone else will get benefit out of this, then please share, and I'll see you in the next one.